Hi everyone, my name is Gina Takeuchi, and in this video, we will go over how to complete the personal information quadrant of your application. Your first step is to review the release statement, which certifies the accuracy of the information you're providing. The next question is regarding your CASP results, if you agree or do not agree to release your results, or if you have not taken the CASP exams. Please review the additional release information and save and continue to move on to the next section. For your biographic information, if you have any changes to your legal name, you can do so to go to your profile section. If you have any former names or if you have any material such as transcripts or other documents that will arrive under a former name, you can indicate it here. If you would like to share a different first name that people call you, you can indicate that here. For your identity questions, these will not be used in any way for your admissions decision. And then for birth information, just double check that you are inputting the correct date of birth, correct country, city, state, and country of birth, county of birth. For these next series of questions, this will help the campuses determine if there are any services that may be available to you based on your situation. For contact information, if you have a different current address versus your permanent address, you will be able to put both addresses on this screen. Just double check that you are inputting the correct information. And then for any changes to your phone number or email address, you can do so in the profile section of your application or by clicking the profile right here. For citizenship and residency information, please take the time to fill this out accurately. If you need any assistance, please check back with your parent or guardian, as this will help us determine the tuition that is charged to you. So we'll ask for U.S. citizenship and residency information, and based on the answer you select, additional fields may pop up. So based on the answer that you choose, you may have additional questions to answer. For race and ethnicity, again, this will be just used for statistical purposes and not for your admissions decision in any way. Or for financial aid eligibility, will not impact your financial aid eligibility either. For parent and guardian information, if you are a dependent, you must list at least one parent or guardian in this section. For other information, please triple check that your social security number is correct. If you do not have a social security number, it will ask, you can select no, and it will ask you to acknowledge that you do not have a social security number. For statewide student ID, if you have been part of the public education system here in California, you have been issued a statewide student ID, and this will be on your high school transcript. And if you did not attend a California high school, you can leave this SSID area blank. Please select the correct or the appropriate language proficiency and military status and military dependent question as well. So you'll see the different options by clicking here. And please be honest about your academic standing and academic infractions and conduct at your previous institution. For teacher or other education credential information, it will ask you to select your interest in obtaining your teacher or other educational credential. For any information or more information about CalFresh or the California Promise, the links are right here where you can click on that and you can select yes or no for your interest in those programs. And then finally, how did you hear about us? Did you hear about us through a counselor, through your friend, through your parent, through social media? Let us know. And the final area of this quadrant is the financial and parental information. So please read over this section right here and answer if any of these statements apply to you. If none of them apply to you, then you will be considered a dependent student. If one or more of the above statements apply to you, then you will be considered an independent student. If you are a dependent student, it will ask you for your household size in 2023. So be sure to include yourself, your parents, step-parents, siblings, etc. And for dependent information, it will ask you for your parent or guardian's adjusted gross income in 2023. And this can be found on the federal tax return. It will also ask you for your campus housing interest and your parent or guardian's education level. And once you have completed this section, make sure you save and continue, and that will complete your personal information quadrant of your Cal State Apply application.